This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. I want to give a huge thanks to those guys for giving me the early access opportunity. It was a really good time. Anyways, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get the absolute best performance in the Battlefield 2042 open beta. We're going to be covering performance settings, since a lot of the other settings in the game either do not work or are just totally incomplete right now. Anyways, I'm sure you guys want to be in-game right now, so let's not waste any time. Starting out with the in-game settings, you want to go into the options and then click on this general tab, and turn camera shake to 0. Now once you've done that, head to the display settings and click on video. Now in this tab, you want to make sure that you're in full screen, running at your highest refresh rate. Now field of view, ADS FOV and brightness are all preference settings, but you can see what I'm running right here. Now you do want to turn off high dynamic range and then also turn off motion blur to 0%. Now scrolling down, you just want to disable all these filters. They cost you performance and in my opinion they don't look very good. Now for graphics settings, I'm running them all on low. I've already uploaded a video playing in full ultra settings and in my opinion, the low settings look crisper and better for overall gameplay. Now in the advanced portion, you should disable the dynamic resolution scale, and then this NVIDIA Reflex low latency setting is actually wrong in the background footage. Basically, when your GPU is at 100% usage, you'll get some input lag. This setting works by capping the usage at 99% when it's enabled, and then the boost setting does 97%. I would set it to enabled for the best experience. Now for the rest of them, just set future frame rendering to on, VSync to off, and high fidelity objects to low. Now for the HUD general settings, I'd recommend 0 camera shake again, and then make sure you just turn the kill log on. Setting the kill log to nearby actually could have a really strong tactical advantage, so I'd recommend playing around with that. And for crosshair settings, minimap and HUD icon settings, these are the ones I'm using. You might want to lower the teammate and objective opacity settings once you learn where all that stuff is, and also use the colorblind settings if it works for you. But honestly, a lot of the non-graphic settings feel very broken right now. Alright, so now we're here on the desktop. I'm going to show you guys a bunch of the Windows related tweaks that you can do just to get a bit of an edge on Battlefield 2042. So we want to start by going to the Origin settings. So obviously you want to go find Origin, launch that, and then from the Origin tab, go Application Settings, and then you want to go to Origin in-game. You want to turn this off. It does decrease frame rate a little bit, and I think it might have an input lag effect. Either way, it's really annoying, you don't need it, turn it off. Now personally, I like to turn all my notifications off as well. I don't like things like popping up on my screen when I'm playing, so I turn all those off. Now once you're done with this, you want to go into your NVIDIA control panel. If you have AMD, I'm pretty sure there's something similar for you guys, but for NVIDIA users, this is what you do. You want to go to your control panel either by right-clicking the desktop or finding it on the taskbar. Now once you're in here, go to Manage 3D Settings. You can either edit the global settings or do specific program settings. I'll show you guys how to do it via program settings. So you want to click here, and you want to add Battlefield 2042 to the list. If it's not already here, you can go Add, and if it's not here, then you can go Browse. And then when you go Browse, you want to go and find the exe file. So wherever you install the game, for me it's on this hard drive, Origin Games, Battlefield 2042 Open Beta, and it'll be this exe file right here, and you'd go ahead and open that. Now once you're in here, these are the settings you want to do. Just pretty much copy them, I'll explain some of the important ones. So off, 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 all off pretty much. This setting, a lot of people don't understand it, just turn it off. It's not very good for Battlefield from what I know. And then the interesting one here, the first one I really want to explain, just copy all of these until you get to this point. Now, if your monitor has GSync, you might want to use it for Battlefield 2042. Because if you're running under the maximum refresh rate, for me it's 240, GSync will actually make it feel much smoother. I have a 5950X, a 3080 Ti, and my RAM is a very good bin, very well overclocked. My PC is basically as good as it can get for Battlefield 2042, and I am not getting my refresh rate, as far as I know. So I like to use GSync, and I'll show you guys how to set it up. So you want to select GSync here if you want to use it. If not, just use Fix Refresh. Head over to the GSync tab and enable full screen mode. And then the interesting part here, and this is according to the Blurbusters guide on GSync, which is actually really good. And on this page, you're going to be able to see exactly how to use GSync properly. So as you've seen here already, you want to set up GSync by enabling it and setting it to full screen mode. Now the interesting one is that you want to enable vertical sync in the 3D settings. Now I'm not going to explain why, it's going to take too long. We're just going to get straight into the in-game settings. I already showed you guys these and they're absolutely perfect from what I showed you, but you want to set full screen on, and then you want to disable VSync in-game. And then if you can, limit your FPS to 3 below the refresh rate. However, since we aren't actually reaching that refresh rate, we're not getting frame rates that exceed refresh rate, you don't really have to worry about this. It's not going to affect it because the FPS that we're going to be getting in 2042 is not going to be that high. And now RTSS, we don't have that, don't really have to worry about it at all. Now, when it comes to low latency mode, you can look more into this, but the settings I've showed you guys are absolutely fine for what we're looking at here. Anyways, back into the NVIDIA control panel. We'll just finish it off by going over a few more settings. You want to set power management mode to prefer maximum performance, and then preferred refresh rate, highest available. Again, if we were getting a really, really high frame rate, let's say 300, I would cap it to 237. I'm not getting that, so don't worry about it. Now, shader cache on, sample optimization on, negative LOD bias allow, quality to highest performance, that's an important one, trilinear optimization on, threaded optimization on, triple buffering off, vertical sync on. That's all you need to do there. Now I'll show you guys the rest of them. Just make sure you're running 240 Hz or 144 or whatever your maximum refresh rate is. Make sure you've actually got it enabled here. I've met way too many people who buy these expensive monitors and they never set up the refresh rate properly. And then go into your color settings, make sure it's tweaked however you want it. I run 100% digital vibrance myself, and the rest of these aren't that important. Display scaling is actually faster than GPU scaling, so you can do that if you want. I don't play stretch, so I don't worry about any of this stuff. And yeah, that's about it. With all that said, I hope the video was helpful and you guys go have a great time on the beta. If you're interested in Battlefield 2042, a sub would mean a lot, and even a like for the YouTube algorithm. I've already got some crazy gameplay coming for you guys. You definitely don't want to miss it. Anyways, take it easy and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.